microphone, you might notice I have two black eyes. Turns out that flowers in the Korean deli are not sufficient on Valentine's Day. Sorry, hon, it won't happen again. But seriously, a basketball injury is what my wife told me. Doesn't it feel like we're living in the Pixar movie universe? You know, we have self-driving automobiles like in Cars. We have super intelligent robots and unemployed obese people like in WALL-E. We even have a family of superheroes, you know, battling the evil, intelligent villain on his island lair, like in The Incredibles, but also the Democratic subcommittee investigating Jeffrey Epstein. We've learned a lot about Jeffrey Epstein, or as I like to call him, Satan's concierge. He can get you anything you want. Teenagers, tax avoidance schemes, even admittance to dental school. But you're probably going to regret asking him. There's still a lot of emails to come out. The ones that come out have been pretty good. There's still 2 million more. Those are the juicy ones. And, you know, it's not that I want to see billionaires suffer. It's that I want to see billionaires humiliated, bankrupted, and then some. So it's a start. The Winter Olympics are in full swing. There isn't as much doping as in the real Olympics, but I did read that ski jumpers are injecting cosmetic fillers into their penis. This is true, to expand the surface area of their suits and allow them to jump up 30 feet further. Now, with their defense, shrinkage is real. I know what you're thinking, but no, I was not competing in the ski jump last week. I'm flattered. Also, the Olympic Village ran out of condoms in 3 days, though. Whole season, through in 3 days. I think the ski jumpers kept breaking them. A Norwegian man won the bronze in biathlon, and then in the interview afterwards, he confessed that he had had an affair. And he tearfully asked his girlfriend to take him back. And so evidently Norwegians will talk about their feelings, just only once every 4 years upon winning an Olympic medal. Norway's doing very well this year. I guess they have a lot of emotions they need to share. In a further romantic gesture, he quickly dropped on one knee. No, sorry, that was Lindsey Vonn. I like to watch the Olympics with my cat. He's a great cat, he loves me, and by that I mean, by great, I mean he only attacks me randomly a few times a week, and by love, it means he's got Stockholm Syndrome. Because if you take a living thing, and you lock it in a small room, and you make it shit in a box for years, that's not a pet, that's a prisoner. And when he's clawing at the rug, he's not sharpening his claws, he's probing for structural weaknesses. He's gonna tunnel out. Like from Shawshank Redemption. My cat does scratch a lot, so I thought about getting him declawed, but PETA's very against that. They say it's inhumane. They're big fans of neutering. Now, I'm not a cat, but if you ask me to choose between my fingernails and my testicles, I've got other things I can use to scratch my balls. My cat hates going to the vet, and I get it, because a vet is basically a cross between a pediatrician and a cat assassin. It's kind of like if Dr. Spock and Dr. Kevorkian shared an office. Right? Like, my cat could be taken into that back room and emerge 10 minutes later, hopped up on steroids, belly full of treats, feeling great. Or he could have been executed on the spot. I'd be nervous. I think if I could walk my cat outside, he'd be a little more chill. But that would make me a complete freak, so that's not going to happen. You don't see many cats walking up, you see a lot of dogs, and these days a lot of those dogs are doodles. Now, when I was a kid, you had a Labrador Retriever, and you had a poodle. But you didn't have a Labradoodle. They didn't mix. It was like high school, you know? And really, poodles are the nerds of the dog world, right? I mean, they're smart, but they're neurotic, and they're a little funny looking, and their parents give them terrible haircuts. And they never get the time of day from the cute dogs, you know, from the Shih Tzus, the Cocker Spaniels, Golden Retrievers, their long blonde hair. But you know how the story goes. Just like the nerds in high school grow up, they start AI companies or hedge funds. And the cute girls in high school just get a little less cute every year. Well, those cute dogs, you know, they went to obedience school, graduated, they think about their future, and they, you know, if I want my kids to grow up on Park Avenue or Park Slope, I gotta get myself some of that non-shedding poodle dick. And to be clear, they don't like poodle any more than Melania likes Trump dick. But they're doing it to provide a better life for their puppies. All right? Thank you very much.